Hi friends, I'm Abby and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a UK versus US book covers. I think this is quite a common thing, but I thought I'd put a little twist on it, and it's just 2021 releases, and it's more of a which edition should you buy, but because a lot of the time I see these and it's books that have already been released, so you might already own them, whereas this one you can really see which one you might want to buy going forward, because some of these have only just come out and some of them are releases that are going to be coming out shortly. And I will highlight, not sponsored at all, but I mean I'd love to be sponsored by them, that Blackwell's in the UK, which is an independent bookshop, does free shipping to the US. So if you are interested in any of the UK editions that I show here, then you can find them there, and it's a lovely, lovely bookshop. I'll see if I can put a picture of it up, because it's just like an old-fashioned bookshop in Oxford. It's got a few branches like across the country now, but the original one was in Oxford. I used to go there growing up because it was the nearest city where I grew up. If you would like to support an independent UK bookshop, then, and with free shipping, so Blackwell's. Also, as a lot of these are new releases, I haven't read many of them yet, and sometimes your opinions on covers can change after you've read a book, because you can see the relevance of the cover to the story. So I don't have any of those thoughts and feelings towards these, because I'm just looking at the aesthetics of them, because I haven't actually read the stories. So the first one I actually have read the story, and I've just read it, and that is Winter's Orbit. So I'd say that these two covers are pretty similar. Like they've got a very similar style between them, but they're just slightly different. That maybe they were done by the same artist. I'm not too sure, but I think they're very, very similar. And I'd say I quite like them both, actually. That I don't think there is a clear winner between these two covers, that they both have a very similar style. They both portray the feel of the book, actually, because it's a space story, it's a romance. Like, they both have like the two characters on the cover, they both have the setting. I mean, I do like the UK cover. The UK cover is the one that I have. I do like the simplicity of it, that you just have the two people as a silhouette. For me, I don't think there's a clear winner. Like, if you have a preference between them, let me know, but for me, I don't know if there is a clear winner. I'm going to give it to the UK because I'm biased to the UK, because I am from the UK. The next one is The Black Coast by Mike Brooks, and this is the start of a new series which has dragons, knights, seafaring raiders, dangerous magic, and battles. So I haven't actually looked that much into this book, and actually just looking at that like tagline, it sounds really epic. So looking at just looking at the aesthetics of it and looking at the covers, I think I prefer the UK cover. I think I do. I think it's just the colours on the UK cover that I really like. The blues with the cliff, mountain. Again, the little silhouette of a person. Maybe that's a thing for 2021, to have these silhouettes, or these like people that are in the distance, like are on something, on a mountain. Maybe that's a thing, judging by these past two covers that I've looked at. I'm trying to imagine what the rest of the US covers would look like, and I feel as though I could see them all together. They might look quite nice with the black and then the flash of colour. Like, I don't know if once they were all put together, I think the US ones might look quite nice. But for now, I'm preferring the UK. I think it's going to be one where once all the series is published, then you'll be able to see the whole series set together, and then I think maybe my opinions on it would change. If that makes sense? Does that make sense? Neither of them are bad, but for now it's going to go for the UK, but that could easily change to the US once the whole series is published. The next one is She Who Became Sun by Shelley Parker Chan, and this has been marketed as a Asian-inspired Achilles meets Mulan, sort of, if you like the Poppy War, then you should like this, and I'm really excited to get to it. It comes out in the summer, and for this one, the UK is winning for me. Again, I don't think either cover is particularly bad. Like, I don't think I'd be dissatisfied with either of the covers, but there's something about the simplicity of the UK cover that I personally really like. I really like that it's all in one colour pretty much, just different tones, and then you have the dragon weaving up it. Like, I just like the simplicity of it. There's not that much to it. It's not overly complicated, but I feel as though I like it. I just like the simplicity of the UK cover. I mean, the US cover has a similar tone to it, that they've really gone with this yellowy orangey theme. Yeah, and it's not as though I dislike it. I don't dislike it. Okay, I don't know if this is really pernickety, but I like how on the UK cover the title is all the same font size. That that's all the same, that it stands out in black. Whereas the title on the US cover, they've changed repeatedly the font size, like for each of the words, pretty much the font size changes. And like, I don't know if there is any of the words that have the same font size, and that bothers me. I don't know if that's being really pernickety, but I'm bothered by the repeated change in font size. So we'll leave that at that and say that the UK wins again. The next new release is Plain Bad Heroines. I actually have a copy of this, and I did get the UK cover, which is very bright yellow, bright pink, bright. But actually, I think I prefer the US cover. I just couldn't get a hold of it here in the UK, or I didn't look into it enough, but I went for the UK one. But I think actually the US one is potentially better. And from what I've heard about this book, which is a gothic story, I've heard it compared. I mean, I saw Beautifully Bookish Bethany compare this to The Starless Sea in terms of the writing style and the way that it's written, but it's a gothic like crime story, and you've got multiple timelines, and it's like set with a filming crew that's gone to a place to film a crime, and then the crime starts like re-happening or something like that. But part of me feels like, because of that premise, that the US cover is more applicable to that, because it is like in darker colours, that it's portraying the darkness of the book. I mean, that's a guessing if I haven't read it. So I don't know if the yellow and the pink actually has any correlation to the story. I mean, it definitely will stand out on my shelves because of it being so bright. And I don't know what the B's significance is. And I think when I saw this online, I was like, oh, that's very, very bright. And it is very, very bright in person. Like, it's very in your face. So, I mean, I guess if you want a book that stands out, then the UK is better than the US black and red one. But I think the US wins on that front. The next one is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is her new release. I mean, again, I can see similarities between the covers, but I think I prefer the UK one, and that's just a colour preference for me. Like, I really, really like the pinky, orangey, purpley colours of the sky with the sea. Like, I really, really like the colour scheme on the UK cover. It's just so pretty for me. Like, maybe if you, I mean, actually, I was going to say, maybe if you really like blue, and I really, really like blue. Like, blue is one of my favourite colours. But maybe if you really, really like blue, then you might prefer the US cover. For me, right now, I am really preferring the UK cover. Although I do not like that on every image of the UK cover that I have seen online, it has a sticker for Daisy Jones and the Six. And I'm like, why have you stuck that on there? Why is that there? Like, just remove that. It's like taking up space where you could have continued with a really pretty colour scheme. That is my one critique of the UK cover that I have seen. So for now, the UK cover is winning, and the UK is really killing it right now. Am I being biased? Am I biased towards the UK because I'm from the UK? I feel as though, like, a few years ago, when I first started watching BookTube, I was much more keen on the US covers. Like, back in, I don't know, 2014, 2015, I would actively seek out buying US covers because I preferred them. Whereas now, in the past like couple of years, the UK has really upped their game on their cover. They've really upped their cover game, and so I don't really have any desire to buy any US covers. So let me know if you've noticed a similar trend or not. But moving on to another cover where I think the UK is killing it, and that is Six Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim, and this is her new release, and I believe it's a retelling, but I don't know that much into it. This is coming out in the summer, and I don't like the US cover. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I think maybe it's the like having the person on the cover, and I get that she is artistically drawn, but her face is just too big, and I don't think I like that. Whereas the UK cover is like very watercolory, it's very pretty, very artistic. Again, I like the colour scheme. And I prefer the colour scheme on the UK cover to the US cover. I mean, I don't know if am I just like a sucker for colour schemes? Like, is it the colours that really attract me to a book? I really like the UK cover scheme on Six Crimson Cranes. like, and the simplicity of it, like the scenery, the scene that is portrayed on the UK cover, I prefer, whereas the US cover is literally just this person's face. You can see a few like birds in the background, but like it really is just focused on this person, whereas the UK cover is more focused on a setting, and I think I just prefer that, quite honestly. So UK winning again. Oh, and another one where I am preferring the UK cover, and I didn't realise until I started looking into this that the UK had a different cover, is for The Conductors by Nicole Glover. And this is the retelling of the Underground Railroad, but with magic. So someone who is an escaped slave, she helps other slaves escape from the railroad using magic. And after the Civil War is over, they use their magic and wits to help solve crimes that the white authorities are not interested in. I, yet again, prefer the UK cover. And again, I think this is because you don't really get much of a person's face on it, that you have this silhouette of someone. I really like the colours. Again, I am a sucker for colours. I'd say that the UK cover, with its beautiful like tealy blue green colour of the cover, with the golden train tracks and the silhouette of the person, like, I mean, that just stands out to me. It like, that cover attracts my eye. Since seeing that cover, I'm more keen to read this book, because all I'd seen before was the US cover, and I don't like the US cover. The US cover does not draw me into reading this book. Like, it does not attract me to this book. And I think it's because of the colour scheme and how dark it is and how grey it is. The cover doesn't draw me in, unlike the UK cover, which really draws me in. And then the final cover that I've noticed for new releases that is different between the UK and the US is The Witch's Heart by Genevieve Cornichek. And in this one, the US is winning. Finally, the US wins one. Easy peasy, US winner. So the US one, I think, is stunning. I think the US one is really, really pretty. Okay, you can really tell how attracted by colours that I am, because this is the blue with the gold and like the artistically drawn head. Like, the US one is stunning. Stunning. Whereas the UK one, oh, I'd say that falls a bit flat. Like, maybe it's nicer in person, I don't know, but it's just very dark, and it has nothing on the US cover. Like, maybe if I hadn't seen the US cover, I'd have thought the UK one was pretty, but after looking at the US one, I'm like, no. The US one totally wins this for me. And it probably is due to the colour scheme. It probably really is the colours that are attracting my eye. I think the actual design is quite pretty on the UK cover, but I much prefer the colour scheme on the US cover. As and when I want to read this, I will be searching out the US cover, because the UK one does nothing for me. Those are all of the releases that I have seen that are coming out, or that have just come out, or coming out in the next few months, that are different between the UK and the US. Okay, so in total, out of these 8 new releases, I think that 6 of them are better in the UK version and 2 of them are better in the US version. So let me know if you think I am being biased towards the UK, or has the UK just really upped their cover game recently, because I mean, I really like the UK covers, and I feel very happy that I live in the UK and that these are the ones that I can easily get my hands on. Those are my thoughts on these new releases and their covers. Let me know if you are going to be picking any of these up, if you are going to be buying the UK or the US version. And thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in my future videos. Bye!